On this planet, when you come to Earth, you're not taught to be truthful. You're not taught to live in truth. You're not taught to follow your truth. You're taught to accept whatever lie they tell you to follow, and they teach you how to go against yourself. So as a child, you learn about betrayal of the self very early in your younger years. Because on this planet, as a child, you are not allowed to tell your parents that they need to go and do some stuff on themselves because their negativity and their poison is affecting you. You can't tell your teacher, why am I learning this? This makes no sense to me whatsoever. This doesn't connect with me. This is how I learn. This is how I best learn. On this planet, you do what is being told of you. And if you don't, there's consequences. So you're raised on this planet to operate as the same way we treat dogs and animals on this planet. We domesticate them. We use fear and punishment and pain as a way to shape and mold that person's character to what we want them to be. By doing that, we are already creating a neurological imbalance. We're creating a physiological imbalance. We're creating an understanding of the epigenetics of our body is being affected because we're basically changing ourselves to fit into the boxes, the ideas, and the systems that is being pushed upon us. And fear, the idea of death, the idea of being ostracized, the idea of being made fun of, the idea of not being seen or heard or being punished or going through pain is used as a tool or a mechanism to utilize that epigenetics on us to get us to change and shut down aspects of who we are. So sometimes people were meant to be more sensitive, and they shut that down inside of themselves, which is why they have more inflammation, or they end up getting autoimmune disease, or they end up having all types of malfunctions within their biological system. So every human being is supposed to be as God created them to be. There is not supposed to be any changes in the system. As you are created, you are to be celebrated. This is the way it's supposed to be. But on this planet, we don't celebrate life. We change life to fit within our structure that we want to see. So people have all these natural gifts and abilities that are naturally born to them in this world, but then they shut them down as they begin to go through the industry of this system. The industry is the school system, your authority figure, the rules and regulations that are placed on you, the ideas that if you don't do this, then this thing's going to happen, and if you don't go to college and get a degree, then this is going to happen to you. So you start making decisions based on being liked and loved, seen and heard and appreciated and valued. And so on our planet, what is value? Success. What kind of success? Monetary success, public success, acknowledgement of reaching some type of acclaim of some type of skill of some sort, so you can get accolades. What else is valued on our planet? How many people you know? That's also valued on our planet. How many people know you means you must be very successful. Again, all of these ideas are all fundamental principles that affect the whole entire world. So most people don't even realize who they are. They're not operating from their true potential. They're operating by a falsified potential. And that's the reason why we have war. That's why we have suffering. That's why we have mental breakdown. That's why we have people who are overweight and obese. That's why we have people who have no motivation or feel depressed. Because all of these things are actually going against who they are. So the way we look at it in shamanism is that the idea of the principle of living is to be able to seek liberation within yourself. You can't have liberation in a system that basically tells you that if you are to be who you really are, you're not going to be seen, loved, heard, valued, or appreciated. And remember, the word love basically antiquates in shamanism to acknowledging one's existence. So when people feel love, they're actually saying, I acknowledge your existence. So when someone feels ostracized or put aside, the reason why people commit suicide and go through these different things, because they don't feel like their existence matters. So when people see likes and loves on Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media they're on, they think, oh, I must be an amazing person. They get dopamine releases, and they get this addiction to this dopamine release in them because they get excited, because on our planet, our whole planet is based on entertainment, It's based on these dopamine releases. It's not based on true connection. So most people don't have an awareness on a science level of what's happening to their body, on their physical body, their mental body, their emotional intelligence, the way they're operating, what I call dialing in your spiritual maturity. Most people on this planet live in adolescent behavior. They act like high school and junior high. They react like high school and junior high. Whenever a problem comes up, they respond like they were back in junior high and high school. They take things personally. They get hurt. They start jumping to conclusions. They don't utilize their intelligence in the right way. So my role as a shaman is to help people to identify and understand themselves at the core level and be able to understand the roots that have built this person, and be able to utilize the information and the human technology, which is your brain and your heart, because they both have neurites, which is the ability to think consciously and to make the choices, to be able to function in coherence so that you're able to live your best life and you're not get affected by negative thoughts. You're not affected by feelings of depression. You're not affected by any of these situations. And so to get you to that point is to return you back to that which is your natural accordance, which is what God intended you to be from the day you arrived on this planet.